What's up, everybody? I wanted to show you not only the highlights from our second journey into FC Pro clubs with our brand new club, myself and some of the followers started, which, by the way, we are still looking for more players. So if you're interested, let us know. And even if you don't play with us, I strongly suggest you try this mode because it is ridiculous fun and it is a whole different way to play football games. Whether it's FC or any football game, it's just a whole different way to look at it. It's a whole new challenge. And obviously, you're controlling your one player. So when you start, you're extremely low on attributes. You're low rated. You're going to go up against very high rated teams that are ahead of you, but it is fine. Here's what I strongly suggest. First of all, go for pace. No matter what position it is, go for pace. It will give you a huge advantage. One, going against AI, especially when you're playing against an opponent who has boosted themselves up because their AI goes up with it. It will allow you to kind of stay in the fight as you then build up your other attributes. But without pace, you're never going to outrun anybody, right? And if you're going against a user that's far ahead of you, you're just toast. You're not even going to be able to potentially get a tackle, even if they're ahead of you in attributes. Go for pace first. Next, do not worry about getting whooped. It's going to happen. You're going to have to eat, sandwiches for a while and get whooped, but do the best you can to get the highest rating you can, because the better you do, the more points you get, the more attributes you get, means the quicker you can build your player. So even if you're getting whooped, as you see in these games, many times we are, but we keep grinding, we score some great goals, which boosts our players, and then we go out of the game, we add those attributes, right? And like I said, go for pace first, and then after that, it depends on your position, right? If I'm a center back, I'll go for pace and then defending. If I'm a striker, like my character, I go for pace and then shooting, and then you can go from there, dribbling, strength, headers, whatever the case is. You can kind of suit it to how you play, but pace is the foundation, and then you build out from there. And keep doing well. Watch things like your positioning. Make sure you're concentrating on making good passes. Just simple passes. You don't have to make it difficult, right? That way, you get the best rating, get the most points, and then you can get the most attributes and get the biggest boost after each game. No matter how bad you're getting whooped, right? You can still get a great individual score and boost your player up, which will obviously help your team. Then, eventually, you'll get high enough, your AI will get high enough where you're handing out the you-know-what sandwiches and whooping up on people. So it's all about the grind. It's all about a new experience. And as you go, you will learn different tips and tricks that help you as well. It's about discovery, a lot of it too. I just wanted to give you some good tips to start off with. The last thing I will say is this. Formation-wise, when you have AI opponents, go with something that you know will work, right? For instance, we're going with the 4-2-1-3, which I use in Ultimate Team. It is definitely, in my opinion, the best formation for this meta. However, the beauty of pro clubs is as you get more user players especially, you can do it anyway, but as you get more users players especially, you can play pretty much any formation you want because that user control can change and manipulate that formation to play exactly how you want it. It's not as important to be in a particular formation because you have user players that are making the certain runs or defending in a certain way, playing the midfield in a certain way, right? So you can shape whatever formation you want into like your own club play style, which is an awesome thing, by the way, right? It's totally unique to this mode, and you, as your individual, whatever position you play, you play a role in that, right? The last thing is, it's not really a tip, just letting you know in case you don't have to just be a striker, just be a center back. You can get several builds in. So one game you might be a striker, the next game you might be a center back, and you can allocate every attribute point that you earned differently for each position. So if I have 15 points, I can apply 15 to my striker, but then my center back build, I can go apply those same 15 points in a different way for the center back. So it's just a huge addition to be able to not be stuck just playing one position, which would still be fun, by the way, but you can play several and help the team as needed. You can switch up with different teammates that you have. You can decide that one day, you know what, I want to go to defense, I want to go to midfield, and there's the ability to put your attribute points to different builds, right? You don't just have to commit to them right off the bat. So it's just a complete mode. It's a completely different experience, and it is a blast. So I strongly suggest you play our club, by the way. We have spots open. So if you're interested, like I said at the beginning, give us a shout. If not, still try the mode. I promise you, you won't regret it. So get at it, grind it out, have fun, and peace.